Hello, everybody. It's the Doctor here with Typical Manga Fan, and this episode in our post Golden Week Typical Manga review is dedicated to Inside Mari, Boku wa Mari no Naka, Chapter 72. What are you going to do? Our cover here is a nice little color picture of Mari with her face half obscured.
Yeah, So it's actually a pretty nice looking cover page. Can you see kind of like the way it's colored? It's like you're looking at a painting.
Yeah, that was my thought as well.
Like some splatter here and there.
And the whole Kakiguchi-san thing is kind of preying on Yori. Also, real quick, given how this chapter goes, I think we'll probably be better off here referring to Isao and Mari separately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yori's basically remembering Mari coming back and telling her to get along with Isao after she disappears.
Yeah.
Right?
And then then we go back. Actually, I was going to say something, but let's continue with the story. So she's like she goes back. We go back to them eating dinner with the family. And well, when I say family, I mean just the brother.
Yeah. The family that counts.
The family counts. Thank you for the meal. It looks delicious. Everyone does the itakimasu thing,
Yep.
and everyone's eating, and then Isao's hella happy, and it's like, hey, Yori, and then Yori's like spacing out because I'm sure she's thinking about that Mari saying goodbye.
Yep.
And then and so she's like, oh yeah, thanks. And then Isao notices that something's wrong and asks her if she's sick. She says no, I'm fine. And then they finish their dinner.
Yep. Brother Shinji
dinner.
goes to clean the tub. I guess I have to get it ready for or clean up after everybody's had their bath.
Yep. And then we just have Isao and Yori just sitting there, and then she's like, "Oh, I'll just get it." Isao is like, "Yeah, this is so weird."
Yeah.
Isao is like, "I'll get some tea."
It'll make sense in a minute.
Should I get some tea? And then she's like, "Look, what are you going to do from here on out?"
Yeah.
And then Isao's like, "What am I going to do?" And then she's like, "Well, about school,
Right.
Will you go to school? How about college entrance exams? Or you're going to just get a job, What if Mari's mom never comes back? What if the parents get divorced? How are you going to survive? And so she's basically asking him, like, how are you going to live the rest of Mari's life?
Yeah. What makes Isao wonder what's gotten into Yori, which prompts Yori to recall the conversation she had with Mari.
What's really interesting? Didn't I mention? I think I mentioned somehow like it's gonna be Isao has to go eventually because he can't live the life of Mari. It just it would really it wouldn't.
Not without
be
accepting that he is Mari in some level.
Yeah, he I think I said something like he cannot live the life of Mari unless he accepts that he is just a personality.
Or at least accept that it's his life to lead now, or her life to lead now.
Yeah. So which is weird because then he has all these memories that he doesn't have. I mean, that'd be so weird though. Like he has to have some type of acceptance. He has to understand who he is. That's the thing. So anyway, Yori starts blaming herself for the fact that Mari is gone.
Yeah.
And then it sounds like no, it's my fault. If I was the one who went away, maybe Mari would have stayed.
Yeah. And it's like Isao acknowledges that Yori's right. Like, I can't survive like this. I can't hijack Mari's life and just keep on living. Mari has her own life, and I escaped from my life.
Here's something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
He says he escaped from his life.
Mm-hmm.
But don't you think it's actually Mari who did that because she left him?
Yeah, I mean it's true no matter how you interpret it, really.
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah.
So
then he mentions a journal, saying like in my dream Mari said that she saw my journal, but I don't have any memory of it. However, I feel that maybe there's something deep in my memories that I cannot quite recall.
Which makes him wonder if the actual Isao has a diary somewhere.
Yeah, and he says maybe if I went to that apartment and I found that journal, maybe looking at it would. Don't. And Yori's just like no, if you don't go, you said you wouldn't go anywhere. You said you would never disappear. If you disappeared, then there'd be nothing left. Like you'd just be the body, and everyone would be gone. You and Mari would be gone, and there'd be nothing left. And she just starts basically begging Mari not to, Isao not to go. And then it turns out the brother is listening in.
Yeah, and that's where the chapter ends at that point. Like we see the brother listening in, and he's probably wondering what the shit.
Well,
of course, that depends on just how how aware he's been of what's been going on here.
Yeah, I was just like, yeah, how aware have they been anyway?
And I think he knows that something is at least off because like we've seen how Mari and him have interacted recently.
Yeah.
Like going to like the photo albums, things, playing games together, things like that. Playing Metal Slug, such memories.
Well, didn't you recognize the game they were playing?
Well, that's what I said.
Yeah, Metal Slug, right? Yeah.
Well, at least it looked like it. I don't know what it actually was, but that's what it made me think of.
Yeah, 'cause I was like, yeah, I don't remember if that was actually the game or it was like a reference to it.
And you know what? It just occurred to me. This is the significance of Isao's mom last chapter. They're going to go to that apartment, they're going to try and find the journal, and the apartment will be empty.
Yeah, I was going to mention that. So the apartment will be empty, and so they lose it. But here's what's interesting is I actually was going to say.
Okay.
What if, in order to find Isao, they decide to go back to his hometown, and then this Isao doesn't recognize anything?
Ooh, that'd be interesting. Because obviously Mari's never been there.
Yeah, she only knows...
Well, it makes me wonder now, would Mari have studied his hometown?
Well, she might have studied it, but studying it and actually being part of it is different.
Yeah.
And then like, for example, does she even know what the mom looks like? Does she even know what the dad might have looked like? You know,
This is true.
Like, she knows they exist, and maybe there's things blocking her memory. So maybe, well, now I'm switching back to Sal. I mean to her.
Yeah. I think we can go that way now.
We're talking about the real Sal. Yeah, we're talking about the real Sal now.
Yeah, because that was important for the chapters because they were going between Isao and Mari.
This is ridiculous. Make like a damn mind chat manga. So now, okay, so we're going to refer to Isao Mari as just Mari now because we're going to be talking about the real Isao.
Yep.
All right. So, yes. So when I read this chapter, I was like, okay, obviously this is exactly where the Isao going home is because when they go to his apartment, there'll be nothing there, and then she'll be lost. And I'm sure Yori will be really happy because she thinks that this could be over with. But Mari will be like, no, I have to find it, and she'll go all the way back to his hometown. And then find out that there's nothing she recognizes, and then that's what she maybe have a breakdown, or maybe has to come to some type of acceptance that she's not really Isao. Because let's face it, at this point, this is not Isao. This is personality.
I wonder if Yori's told her about the incident with Isao, right? She's like, that's all a lie, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you're right. She actually. Well, she herself hasn't come to accept that. Right? Or Yori still thinks that this is an actual different person inside Mari. Thanks title drop. Inside Mari. But she thinks that there's a separate person, so she herself has not even accepted this. Or maybe she has, but just doesn't want to admit it. Like it's in the back of her head. Like maybe maybe she realizes that this is not really Sal, just a different Mari. Maybe that's because honestly at this point. Because she's just denying. She's just being in denial. So yeah, I'm thinking that they go back to Sal's hometown because she would definitely know what it is, and just she wouldn't recognize nothing. She might recognize photos. She might recognize I was saying we never even see photos. Like I don't know. Like I think this is the point where I think we'll see. It's a make or break. So we'll see how Mari reacts to the area when she gets there. Because let's face it, she might be no matter how much you study a person, you can't know everything about them, and so when she's gonna come across something that she won't know. Yeah. Like the journal.
Yeah. Alternatively, my own thought had been maybe like they'll go to the department, but maybe they'll find the journal hidden somewhere, and he's either forgot or chose not to take it with him.
What the hell did you write in that journal?
I don't know.
Is it like everything that she doesn't? Well, no, because she read it. So.
Yeah. I mean, that's assuming it's even Isao's journal, like they're assuming, which is likely, but not the only option. I mean,
well, Mari, the lie down Mari, so the Mari inside the Mari's head, said that she referred to it as your journal.
Yeah,
so,
true.
And this was before this Mari was created, so it have to. She might have been actually referring to the real Sal. So that means the real Sal has a journal. Because it wouldn't be quote unquote his journal, So
yeah, true. It would have to be the actual Isao's journal, otherwise Mari Isao would have a memory of it.
Yeah.
Presumably, anyway.
Yeah, but the real Mari has the memory of it, and I think that's the memory he's talking about being blocked away. So yeah.
Yeah, like there's probably something in the journal that will trigger something in Mari when she reads that journal.
What the hell is the mom? I'm still having that question.
I don't know. Maybe she's attacking walls somewhere.
So let's see. I think that's about it for this chapter.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get something more. I mean, I don't hate happiness, but I want there to be more inside Mari.
Yeah. I mean, it's like this chapter's literally just them eating dinner.
Yeah.
From start to finish, eating dinner and having tea after.
Hey, dinner can be an eventful event.
Nothing happens, and then everything happens. Like
Yeah.
you have a nice quiet dinner, but then you get food poisoning, and then everything happens all at once.
Yeah. Then you pass between the reality of life and death. All that stuff.
Yes, dinner can be a very existential thing.
It can be. You're consuming something that has died if you're not vegetarian.
Oh, even if you are, yeah.
Yeah, you still something's died. So
Yeah.
So yeah, you're consuming something, and it all relates back to something. So
That's philosophy.
yeah. All right.
Alright, but in any case, the fact that we can go off on such a tangent means we're probably good for this week.
Yeah.
That's been our review of Inside Mari, Chapter 72, What Are You Going to Do? But I know what you're going to do. You're going to take us away.
Bye.